Media. Once you have a website set up by Seniorific Media, you're able to go in, put in new posts, erase old posts, add photographs, any number of things, as well as add pages. Let's first show you how to add a page. Let me log out, and this is obviously a empty sample site. At the bottom of any of your websites, you'll see a login. So you go to login, type in your email address, and click login. Once you're logged in, you're in an administrator role. And so let's first add a new page. So up at the top, you see pages, settings, stats. The stats will be Google Analytics, and it won't be live until your site is up. The settings really have to do with SEO and your domain name. A lot of this you will not need to use. Pages is important because it's where you can add pages or change names for a given page. So right now here you see we have one page being the home page. So let's add a new page and we'll call it images. After you've done this, you click save. And now it's saved, the images. We'll add a second one that we'll call contact, and we'll save that. One important aspect about these is now, let's say I want the contact as the second page. That's all I have to do. Save it once again because I've modified, and you see here it is live. Let me show you all the different types of posts you can put on your website. First is the text post. Obvious. This is sample. Want to put online. Post, and it's there. Your Facebook and your Twitter contacts go with every post if you want them to. Now I can go back in the future and edit this, and it's automatically live on your page. Let's deal with an image post next. Right now, we have no images on this website. So let me add some real quick. I'm not sure what I'm adding, but I'm just going to grab some out of my family photos here. So you can upload 5 at a time. You do want them to be smaller just because they are going on a website and you want them to load quickly. So they're uploading. And now all the photos are up. And so first, we'll do an image post. Grab an image. You can give it a title. You can give it a caption. And you can give it a description. You do not have to do any of these if you don't want. You can just put the photo up. There you go. Case great picture. Click on it, and then the caption shows up underneath. All the photos are on the left side. You can also do an image gallery. And if you want to add more photos, then what you already have, just click upload new and go through the process again. But let's do a quick photo gallery. You choose the ones you want included when there's a check. Title, gallery, being very creative here. How many rows to show? You can either say show one row or show all. We'll go back and modify this so you can see both. I want to reorder these a little bit. So I just move them around, and now that's the order that they'll appear in. So now we have this photo gallery. The other thing you can do is say, I just want to show one. And now you have this expand button. Click expand, you have more. Let me pull up something real quick. Okay. Let's go back to this. Now I have a photo gallery, I have a single photo, and I have the original text. Let's say I want the text at the top. All I have to do, up, up, and now that's going to be the first thing on the page. I want to go back in and edit the text. I'm going to fill it with placeholder, which is just a ton of text. And you see, it's several paragraphs long. When I post it, only a little bit's going to show up to keep the page shorter. But what you can do, and you click read more and it all opens up. But what you can do if you want it all to show is go to edit, and above your paragraph, click show all, and then it will automatically show all the text. Expand and collapse shows the small amount. Let me go to the next page, or we'll go back to the home page, and let me show you a slideshow. I will show this to you in two different ways. Example of a slideshow. There you go. The slideshow is a little bit different because it does crop the photos. And so you kind of have to play with it to get it to show correctly. Slideshows you can also create a link for. And so if you type in here your URL, when someone clicks on the slideshow, like here, it jumps to a URL when you type it in correctly, which I didn't. The slideshow automatically scrolls through your photos. You can you can make a slideshow of one photograph, which is nice because then you get a very large photograph and you can make it clickable so it links to another website or even an internal page in your own if you wished. The video link is very simple. Let me find a YouTube video to post up real quick. Huh. Here we go. You post a YouTube or a Vimeo video. All you need to do is get your YouTube address. It will automatically fill in the video title off YouTube, and you can add a description. We'll just do that. Once it's up, it works like any other YouTube. This being the description here. Testimonials are great for home page or contact pages. Let me copy some text. Neil. This is a great way to give customers stories about your business. It looks very nice. It stands out on pages. The coupons are one of the coolest aspects of the website and very versatile. %50 off your first purchase. Come into the store and buy a product and save 50%. You can set when it's valid, the standard current terms and conditions, and you can add more if you need. Cannot be combined with any other offer. And then this is the day that the coupon won't be valid anymore. You can automatically tell it either to hide the coupon, where it will stay on the site but no one will see it, or just delete the coupon. So let's post it. Oh, wow, look, there's a coupon. All someone has to do is click print, print a coupon, and they have a coupon off your website that they can bring in. An event, it's very similar to a Google event. Apartments. You set the time and date of the event in the same way as the coupon after the event. You can either keep it live, delete, or hide it. So it's nice and prominent. It shows up on your website calendar. So if someone clicks on this, they can see other events you have added. The menu I won't fully go into because it is rather complex. But you can use this for many different things, not only for restaurants, of course, but you can show the services you provide. And so underneath the menu, for lack of a better word, we have titles. So let's say, let's do like we're doing at a doctor's office, lab tests. Let's say blood work. Lots of shots. Price $23 then. And so you're going to have more than that. And so you can add subheadings or extra lists. Um, we'll do a flu test. And so you can keep on adding underneath this section. Let me show you what it looks like now and we'll go back. So this is the services, lab test being the first section. I'm going to go back in by clicking edit and add a new section. So that was lab test. We can, that's oh, office chatter. So now I've added this second section. I'll go ahead and repost it and you see how that can work for you. These are not e-commerce. We've avoided that just because there are so many holes in so many of the e-commerce systems. But someone can get on here. They can print it out if they want to keep. And they can see what you offer and the prices. You could use this for different apartments and apartment styles, so on and so forth. Now for more posts, we'll go to an empty page. You can make the page as long as you want. You have here, scroll to the side. You can do an email form. Send us an email with your question. How can we help you today? And these are required fields for a person to fill in. Name, email address, phone number, message. You can choose as few of these as you want. Obviously, you need the message in there and a contact information of some kind. And so we'll say it's all of them. They post it. All they have to do is type in the information, click submit, and you get an email from them immediately. If you need to put up a PDF or a document for someone to view, you can do it here. Find an ad real quick to put up. We'll put this up. And it just shows up as the icon. They click on it, and they can immediately download it. And so if you have internal documents you need to share or something like that, that's an easy way to do it. There we go. So go back. Facebook. This is nice. I like this on the front page typically. So we'll put it on the front page. If you have a business page on Facebook, this does not work on individual pages. It has to be a fan page. You can put that up. .com/seniorific. Oh. news, post, and automatically your Facebook feed is going to come into here. You can do the same thing with Twitter or a blog. Over here is your sidebar information. This will typically already be set up by us. Your business name, this being text, so it's going to say about text. Let me grab a paragraph. Put in some about information. The street address. You can either show the map or not. And I was just making a guess at an address, and luckily there was a map. Phone number. Hours of operation if you want to. You can just go through, fill them out. Payment types you receive. Contact. This is just basically the same thing as the email form I showed earlier. And so now you have the map. If someone wants to see the hours, they see it. The payment accepted, contact form. It's always going to default to the map if you have a map open. Photos. I like to set it up with, you can set it up many ways. No photos, where it's random out of your gallery, where it's your most recent photos, or where you can individually select photos. I like to set it up with the most recent photos because your website, you will be given an email address where you can just email a photo to that address and it will automatically go into your photo gallery. And if you have it set up for most recent photos, you know that photo is going to show up right here when you email it. So we'll use most recent, connect. If you have, once again, if you have a Facebook page, or Foursquare, I think there's Foursquare here, YouTube, Yelp, all of these, Google Places, Twitter. You just fill it in. Oh. And we'll have to give me a second to see what I'm doing wrong. There it is. Now it's correct. And when it's green, you're good. Click that, and this is where your social media would show up. You can go to edit again. Let's see what we haven't covered. The keywords, this is SEO. There are several places to put in examples of this. And so you can do it here, you can do it on the pages, so on and so forth. That really shows you a lot about the website and what you can do. And like here's this is already expired, and so it's hidden now. But what you, let's make it 11. You can go back into any post, click edit and change it. Even once you do that, you have to repost it. You can hide it temporarily so it doesn't show up. And you're seeing it grayed out where people, let me open that up. You can always see what everyone else will see by going to the preview. Where here's the coded aspirin. So if we go to coded aspirin down here and say hide, now we go to the live site and we'll reload it. And now it's gone. Where on the administrator side, you still see it. The other thing you can always do to a post is just delete it. It's always going to ask you, do you really want to delete this post? Well, yeah, I do, or no, I want to keep it for later. Hopefully this gives you a good preview of what you can achieve. You can have as many pages as you like. Once you get, it will go into 2 or 3 rows of pages, in the sense images would be under content. Once you fill up the bar, it gets bigger and bigger. And so it is a good idea to limit it to this many. You can make pages that do not show up on the navigation bar by new page 1. I don't want it to show up on the navigation bar. And so I say save. And this is the new page that's not going to show up, but I have the URL here. And I could pass that out as a landing page if I wanted to track clicks from a social media campaign or from an advertising campaign. Well, we do appreciate your time. Never hesitate to get in contact with us if you have more questions. And definitely, if there are items that I did not cover, contact with us also. Thanks a lot.